I'm excited about this mainly because I've had this idea in my brain for, I think, at least a year, and finally had some time to go and build it. And I've been testing it myself. Mike's been testing it. Robin, are you here tonight, Robin? Where is
She's
she?
here somewhere.
Yep.
So
You hear me?
without telling people what it is, what have you seen so far? What are your initial impressions?
Without telling people what it is I think definitely is going to be more results for folks, more of me getting out of the way,
Does
more
it
of
work
me
for
getting
you?
every time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you've seen some response with it, and you've been using it for what, like 2 days?
Yes, I think I'm on my third day.
Okay.
And definitely, I don't know how many leads I got from it side of the turnkey system, but definitely get some response. Without giving it away, I'm gonna stop there because I can go on and on about
Okay.
the benefits.
We may bring you back. Mike, how about you? You set it up yesterday? Is that right?
Yeah, so it's sent about 20. So yeah, I got a few, like I got basically a whole bunch of responses back, got some emails, got some leads, and yeah, so they're in the system.
Come on, man, let it go.
Yeah, so let me ask you guys a question. What would it be like if you could push a button and then start getting people saying, "Yeah, I'd like to see this. I'd like to see this business." And then like that just kept happening day after day after after day. So that's the potential with it, and that's kind of what it's designed to do. So, yeah, so part of what got me thinking about getting this done now is we built this new turnkey system. And I have to say to Dr. Jeff, the whole people like simple thing, that only took us 10 years to figure out, because when we started HBA, it was like we had all these good ideas about, okay, we want to keep it low cost so that nobody gets hurt. We want to pay high commission so that people can make money, they can grow residual income quickly. We want to do it principal centered. We don't want to change the comp plan. We don't want to rip people. We don't want to do all these things that other company was doing. And we're just going to tell the truth. So what ended up happening is for 10 years, we did that. And in the process of doing that, part of the truth is, well, here's how you build your own pages, and here's how you build your own funnels, and like that is all good stuff to learn, but it is technical. And so last year when we rebuilt the whole system, I was kind of thinking that like the company would just explode because everything was so much better. We rebuilt it all from the ground up, so many new cool features, and then nothing really happened. We just kind of stayed flat. And so then we got inspired to create a sales system that made it easy for people to get the message out and with no setup. And lo and behold, within 2 weeks, we grew by 18% company wide. And what was that? That was removing all the technical, just like Dr. Jeff said, making it simple so that anyone could do it. And so now with the turnkey system, we have the sales funnel done, literally copy a link, and now you can start getting it out. You got your capture page done. You've got an AI chat on the sales page that answers questions and does a great job of building belief and guiding the prospect to a decision. We've got follow-up emails. It's all converting really well. Don't even have to set up an autoresponder right now if you just want to go make money. So we've got done for you. And then the first question that everyone asks when they see that is, okay, well, how am I going to get leads? How am I going to get people to this system, right? And historically, if you ever see like done for you leads or traffic, usually it's a scam, and usually they're going to rip you off. So you kind of want to like run from that. And so, however, it got us thinking, okay, are there parts of the lead generation process that we can automate and make simple for people? And I think there are some really cool things we can do in this area. And what you're going to see tonight is the first implementation. So another thing I've noticed with working with a lot of new people for a long time, the launching your business video teaches a 4-step invite process for when you're launching your business. Some of you guys might be familiar with it. Express goodwill, remove pressure, arouse curiosity, deliver the invitation, and then nourish the relationship optionally if you want to do that. Like Dr. Jeff was saying, the relationship is important. And so in the Fast Start video, we try to teach people how to do that. Like, this is what you want to do. So there's a education. You got to teach people how to do it. But what I've noticed is that I'll quiz people months, like often, like every once in a while I'll be like, who knows the principles in the Fast Start invite? And sure enough, very, 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 very few people can ever answer that question. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, there's like some breakdown happening where this, like, people are not not learning this. So that's a challenge. So if people don't learn that and then they go to try to do it, it's not going to work as well. So that's, I think, a little bit of a breakdown. But then the other breakdown when someone starts a business is most people don't do what Dr. Jeff did. Most people don't. Some people, they'll be excited and they'll do a little bit of what Dr. Jeff did on day one, and then life will get busy and they'll get distracted, and then they won't send the message to the other 40 people or 50 or however many they wanted to launch to. That's just a fact of life. Like it's very few people who actually launch their business and get all the way through the process. So this thing that we created is meant to solve both of those two problems. And the idea is, what if you could have an invitation that was done for you, so you didn't have to learn it. Now, I'm not saying don't learn it, because these are valuable skills and you probably still want to learn it at some point, but the brand new person now does not have to learn it. Like Dr. Jeff and his text thing, he's probably given that same text to the people he's, helping. He's not like, well, let me teach you all the psychology by why I say this and this and that. Maybe he's teaching a little bit, but if you can just give someone something that works, and you've jumped over that knowledge transfer barrier. So what if you could have a tool that had a preloaded message like that is proven to work? And then what if you could click a button and then have that message go out, drip out until all of the messages were done, like for as long as that took. So you could literally, you could decide who you wanted to send it to, click start, and then go live your life. And then every day the thing is giving invitations for you. And then you're getting like, yes, I'm open. Yes, I'm open, while you're doing other stuff. And now all you have to do is make sure to follow up with the people who said yes. Would that be cool? Like, I think it's something so cool. So that's what we built, and it's working. Like in the 3 beta testers we've had, it's working. So let me show you what this is. And I'll just preface this with a philosophy that we have in HBA. You guys can put your credit cards away. We're not selling anything. This is going to be included for everyone who wants to use it. We're putting it in the fast start video. So this is just going to be a part of your membership. You have to be on at least one active product to get access to this. So what it is a piece of software that's going to load up in your Chrome browser. And I'll just kind of show you some of the screenshots here. So once it's installed, you'll have to put your email in, because you have to be a member to use it. So that is going to get you to what's called the Fast Start Inviter. So you're going to click one button, and this is for Facebook, and it's going to load all your friends. It's going to load all your friends here. It's going to tell you how many friends it's got loaded. Okay. While it's loading, you're going to see a little number in your browser that's showing you the count as it's going up. And then when it's all loaded up, here's what we've got. So you've got the invitation messages. Okay. So here's what we did here. So let me explain this. I actually wrote 5 different messages, all following that formula that I mentioned. So all 5 are following the formula, but they're all different messages. And then on top of that, all 5 of those messages have what's called spintax in them. Do you guys know what spintax is? It's where, like, every couple of words you put variations of the word, so that as the message goes out, so like if all of you guys went and started sending this out today, the people you're sending it out to would not be getting the exact same message. And that prevents us from, getting in any trouble really with Facebook and that side of things. So these messages are preloaded. So now a brand new person can load up their friends. It's going to load all of these up. They can click select all if they want to invite everybody. And of course, they can uncheck if there's someone on the list they don't want to invite. And then let me also tell you a couple other things that we did with this. So we are able to show you if you have friends that are already in the Home Business Academy, because you don't want to send them an invite, right? Because it's like they're already in. And then the next thing you know, you've got an hour-long conversation with someone in HBA, which is fine, but it's like, that's not what you were here to do. You were here to grow your business. So when you load up your friends, the inviter is going to do a check against our database, and it's going to put a tag on every member in HBA so that you will know who's already in HBA, and they will be unchecked by default. So you literally cannot send them a message. So that's one filter. And then the other thing that we did with this, let me actually continue to show you the tool, and then I'll come back and tell you the other cool part. So you basically select all the people that you want to invite. You click start invite inviting, and then that thing is going to start sending out messages at a rate of 10 per day between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. They're scattered throughout the day totally randomly. So everyone's going to be sending different messages at different times. And the end result is like, I'll be like, I'm working on my computer and then all of a sudden I see my browser pop up and it's like, oh, that's sending an invite. And I'm just working. So it's literally inviting my friends while I'm working. Or like the other night I was at the movies with my family and I saw this messages going out. And then I saw, people responding like, sure, I'll take a look. Yes, I'm open to taking a look. This is the coolest thing ever. It's sending out these messages and it's going to go until they're all done. So now whether I'm motivated, not motivated, feeling like it, not feeling like it, excited, not excited, none of that matters. As long as I loaded up that list and I click start, that thing is going to go through the entire launch and be building my business for me every single day. Okay. So here's one example from just today. This was the message that went out. He says, sure. And I say, awesome. Thanks for getting back. What's the best email to send your way? And then he gave me his email. I couldn't show you the email because I didn't want to, privacy thing, and I didn't want to blur it out, but it's literally working. The other thing that we did, which is kind of ninja, is everyone that you invite, we are going to store a date stamp on when they were invited on a global database. Why? So if Jeff invites Geo and Geo is on my list too, I don't want to send Geo the similar message that Jeff sent him, right? So now when I load up all my friends, it's not only going to show me who's in HBA, but it's also going to say invited with the date that the person was invited, automatically unchecked. And that's going to prevent same messages going out to the same people. Again, so we don't spam people and annoy people. And then we also have a timeline on when a person was invited. And I think it's 90 days or 6 months or something. So if someone was invited with this system in the last 90 days, you literally won't be able to send them the same invite. Like you got to give people some time, before you hit them up again with that same invite. But that's it. What do you guys think? And Mike, maybe if you have anything you want to add, and Robin, if you have anything else you want to add since you've been using this.
Did you say that it's skip HBA members? Did I miss it?
Yeah, it'll tag HBA members on your list so you'll know.
Okay.
There might be, we have to match by name. So I would say it's probably like 95% accurate, 98% accurate. You might have an HBA member in there that we couldn't match, but for the most part, yeah, it'll skip HBA members. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you mentioned it on a call, so I wanted to make sure. Right now, I think we got to give this thing a name, Paul. But the prospect inviter or prospect finder, he's supposed to start again in 759 minutes, and he's going to work for me until June 15th of this year. It's set to send invites a day, which is pretty cool. I've used these systems, this type of system. Like, honestly, I used a whole bunch of tools over the years, and I don't think I've seen anyone like this. It's almost like less is better. I don't know if you use any extension ones, Paul, if you had experience with it. Maybe it's a good thing that you didn't. But usually in the past, you had a tool like this. You had to go and load that spintax stuff that Paul was talking about. You had to go and load your own part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 message in there and do a whole bunch of them so it could spin it and create those different messages. The simplicity, you'll most likely see how to set this up in the back office, but I was like, all right, let me make sure I have enough time to set this up because Paul just sent me a video. And I was like, and then I got to get times for the gremlins to come out, the tech gremlins. And it was so freaking quick and easy. And I was like, I honestly, knock on wood, I was expecting an error because of the nature of things. And it was smooth and easy. I took my mind out of it. I was tempted to just go one by one through the list. So maybe I should look at this person, that person. I scrolled through, took my family, friends, military folks out of there because they're not in this industry, and hit the play button. And now I'm gonna let this go and give invites. And so it does so many things. So it allows me to re-engage with some people I might have forgotten that was on the list, right? So there's a lot of people that we forget that's on our list. It allows me to obviously get people on a turnkey system if they say yes. It allows me to clear the dead weight off of Facebook. People aren't dead weight, but it allows me to get people off that may be no longer in the industry, not using the Facebook in the last 5 years. So it has so many things that it can help you with as you're using this tool that I'm just pretty much going to focus on that first part of the formula that Paul was talking about for the most part. I always try to practice friend requesting and sending a report message without trying to sell people things anyway. So if you don't do that, practice that and just engage and have fun and know that the system, once you get to that time frame, is going to send them an invite, or you can send your own invite. Because I think this will probably pump you up to send some more invites on top of this. So I don't know. I love it. I think you did an amazing job. I was kind of nervous. I was like, is he going to be able to add this in the product? I think it's amazing. And it's just one more thing that just allows the business to be a lot easier for me.
Yay. Thanks, Robin. And thanks for being a beta tester. Russ Fi says easily worth more than the $160 a month we pay. Thank you, Russ. Ray says, is it ready to go? Yeah, it's ready to go. So Mike, thoughts before we show everyone how to get it and set it up if they want to do that?
Yeah, I think this is going to make, and this is just something I'll just throw out there too. I've done 90-day blitzes before, or 30-day blitzes of this strategy where we would send the invites manually. And I'll tell you, I'll last 30 days, but it doesn't go past that, and I have to really push myself because some days it just doesn't work and I don't send the invite. But when I turned this on the other day, and in fact, I was actually kind of hesitant to turn it on because I was just like, I don't know, like I'm going to have to follow up and I'm going to have to do this. And so I was just hesitant. I'm like, you know what, who cares? I'm just going to push play anyway and just do it.
Yeah. Like, who's going to invite today?
Right. Yeah.
And you got to let it go. And then I was like, wait, I don't want to invite that person. And I was like, he's like, yeah, sure, send me the link. And I said, see, that's me getting in the way.
Yeah, I actually didn't uncheck somebody that I wanted to uncheck. And I just want to throw this out there. And it sent him a message. And at first it was kind of like most of the messages I'm getting, sure, send me the link. Sure, send me the link. Sure, send me the link. And then this one person was like, are you hacked? Because I never do this kind of thing. But what was cool about that is I said, no, I'm not. I actually am just testing this new thing. We actually just launched this new turnkey funnel and it's working really, really well. I can send it over if you'd like, or something like that. Like I just basically said, no, I'm not. And sure enough, he got the link, he opted in, and he's probably, and like he looks like he's going to end up joining here. So the one that says, are you hacked, is the one that's going to be joining, which I just think funny in a way.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I have one more thing to say on this. So it's going to make the launch, obviously, for new members, literally one button. And so I love that. But also, as I was thinking about this, I was thinking about, if you've been in network marketing at all, what they teach is, always be building your list, always be adding names to your list, go to networking meetings, always be adding new names, right? So as I was thinking about how this tool works, because it's sending the invites and because it's tracking the timestamps of who got invited, when it's done, if you are accepting new friend requests, making new connections, people are adding you, you're adding them, whatever. So you're building your friends list, not by going to networking meetings, but just by doing it on Facebook, your friends list is growing. So when you could load this thing up again, run it, and it's going to show you only the people you haven't sent an invite to. Then you can click start again, and it'll send out a whole new batch of invites to the people that are new. So it's, I don't know, I think this could be huge, if we use this in the right way. One more thing, the way that we're doing the follow-up on this, like when someone says yes, and the new Fast Start video shows this, you don't have to get into a big, long conversation with people if you don't want to. Like Dr. Jeff was saying, sometimes that's helpful to build some rapport and see how they're doing, but you don't necessarily have to. So the way that we're doing it, at least over the last couple of days, is someone says yes, awesome, what's the best email to send it to? They give you the email, then we have an email that we typed up that you'll be able to copy, where you send them the email, and then you opt them into your turnkey capture page. So they get a personal email from you, but then you put them in the turnkey system so that they'll get the follow-up emails. And then you can be done if you want. Or you can go say, hey, I sent you the email. Let me know if you got it. Or, do you know when you'll be able to watch it for sure? These are some optional things you can do on the back end of that. But it can be really, really time efficient. So whenever you talk about Facebook chatting, that's one thing that sometimes terrifies people, and me too, because I'm so busy. I'm like, I don't have time to be chatting with people all day long on Facebook. You don't have to be. Like, we have a way where you can do this with not much time.
Right. And you're sending 10 invites a day, which I've found at least, 2 or 3 of them are responding back, which means it's not a long time. Like, it's literally just, hey, what's the best email I can send it to? And then give them the email. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's not like a big, long process. I'll just show you, like, this message just went out like 20 minutes, or like actually 5 minutes ago. Like, some of these I hear, like some of these messages went through like an hour ago. And some people were like this one gave me an email. And so anyway, it's basically, I'm just waiting for a response. And if they don't respond, then you move on, right? Just move on to the next. You don't try to force it, and you just let it do its thing and go from there.
Someone asked what links we send out, what link goes in the email.
So we made this as easy as possible. Like, in fact, this email right here has your affiliate link in it, both of them. So if you have, so down here, if you have a custom coded domain, that's going to show up in the scripts right here. If you don't have a custom coded domain, it's going to show your backup link in the script. So basically this email right here. So like, if someone says, hey, what's the best email? Or you say, what's the best email to send it to? They give you the email. Then you just open the script up, and it already has your it already has your affiliate links in it. We just coded it that way. And you just replace their first name in the subject line and then the first name here. And you just copy email script and send it. And so you just send that through Gmail at first, and then opt them into your capture page second. And then that's it. And then you can just go message them back if you'd like, and just say, hey, I just sent you the email. Let me know when you get it, or something. Like, you can take it up a notch if you want, or you can just move on to the next person. Because we know the numbers are so good, the idea here is just to get mass numbers to the funnel. Does that make sense? But
Richard says, I'm locked and loaded. Thank you, guys. You're welcome, and congrats on getting it set up. Chris Bradford says, what do you suggest for people like me who have only 5 friends? I would say, if those are 5 people you want to invite, load it up and click start and invite them. And then beyond that, build your friends list. We actually have a training in Premium called Simple Unlimited Free Leads with Facebook. And there's a video in there where Mike shows you how to expand your friends list. It's probably old, like user interface, because we did that video a long time, but all of the teaching still applies, right, Mike? Just follow that training and build your friends list.
yes. And, obviously there's other marketing strategies that you guys can implement, in Premium.
Yeah.
This is just meant to be a fast start, get your business launched. And I would also ask yourself, like, why do you only have 5 friends? Like, are you keeping too private? Because like in business, you shouldn't be private. Like, privacy should just go out the window. Like, you're in business, you want to be in business, you need to build a following of people that could, do business with you. Like, imagine if a restaurant was private. Like, they would just never have any customers ever come in. Like, if they just hid the restaurant behind a store and never told anybody about it, there would literally be nobody that goes into the store. So when you start doing a business on the internet, you need to throw the idea of privacy out the window and get your social media with more friends, people following, and just build that up as fast as humanly possible, because that is your store. That's your store. Those are your customers. And if you don't have those people, then you don't have anyone to market to. So
if somebody has the same friends list and somebody invites them and another person invites them, is it gonna prevent somebody from sending a message to the same person, or whoever responds first?
Yes.
Yeah, it prevents it. Like, it tracks in the database. Like, nobody can send the same message to the same person.
A different message to the same person?
Yeah, nobody can. Like, so if you send a message to one person, no one in HBA can send a message to that person. It just blocks it.
For like 90 days or 6 months. You can still message them privately, just not through the tool, because we don't want people like all mass spamming the same person, the same message, right? That would be terrible.
Yeah.
Because especially in like direct sales, a lot of times you share friends with people, so yeah.
Right.
So yes, we thought of that, and we set it up so that won't happen.
So what this means is the ones who take action quickly gets the messages out to the people that are overlapped first. So there you go.
Yeah.
There's your
I
incentive.
don't want to like hype you guys up or like urgency you to death, but it is true that like the person who clicks start first, if you have the same friends as someone else, you're the one that's going to get the timestamp and get that message out. So do
Well,
with
it's
what
only
you, do
10
with that
per
what you
day,
want.
so it's not
That's
going to be
true.
that big a deal because it's
That's
only
true.
10 per day, but
Yeah.
it's still a thing. And we wanted to do that just so you guys know, like, you're probably like 10 per day, that's not a lot. Like, we wanted a tool that would be compliant with Facebook and not get you banned. And we
And
found,
it would last a long time.
right,
Like this is a
exactly.
valuable tool, you know?
Yep.
And you don't need like 1 or 2 people a day that say yes. I think you could make a lot of money with that, you know, especially where it's doing it for you and you don't have to do anything other than just get back with the person. It feels like cheating a little bit, honestly. If like when we launched HBA, I messaged every single person a voice message. That's how I launched my HBA business as an affiliate. And that took days to do that, all day, like hours a day, message. So to have done that in the past versus click a button, like it feels like a cheat code. Honestly, it really does.
And the message is like done in a way that it's not like it is asking for permission. So we're just keep in mind we're not spamming people and we are asking permission and it follows the rules that we teach. The, express goodwill, all that stuff. All the rules are followed.
And I want to highlight this tool is meant to do one thing very good, very well, and not a bunch of things. So this is not a Swiss Army knife for Facebook. It's one powerful thing. Send invitations, track those invitations, get people saying yes. That's what it's meant to do. And like Robin was saying, there are tools out there that can do something like this, but they also do a whole bunch of other things. And it just gets real complicated real fast. And this is meant to be simple and effective. So
And they're all broken. If I didn't mention that, they're all pretty much trash, garbage now.
right now, yeah.
There's probably one that's hanging out there, and I can't believe they're doing ads because even Facebook is eliminating some of the features that their tool was using. So cool.
All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to close it out. I haven't been home all day, and my wife and kids are waiting for me to come say hello. So thank you so much for coming tonight. And thanks again, Amy and Jeff, and for all the questions. So have a good night, and we'll be here all week. We love and appreciate you guys, and there's more to come. We've got a ton of really good ideas, and we're implementing as fast as we can. So stay tuned, and bye for now.
Do anything I wouldn't do.
Mr. Christian, bye.